Hello everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. Today I thought I would make a video featuring all the entries, kind of like a wrap-up video of all the entries that I did for Seasons of Prayer Summer Kit, which is the Seas of Abundance from Creative Faith and Co. And I just loved digging into this devotional. I loved the colors, I loved the theme. Even though I don't get a chance to visit the beach a whole lot or see oceans a whole lot, I really do like the colors that are involved and just the summer vibes feel. And so I really, really liked it. And most importantly, I really liked how those things that I love about summer and the ocean and all of that gets tied into a very, very well put together devotional by Hillary. And I just really liked it was simple and it just came with a lot of stuff that I really enjoyed working through. And so first off, to wrap up the whole entries and the devotional that I worked through from Creative Faith and Co. First off, what I did is I ended up doing this ring bound devotional on here. And so basically all I did is I took all the Traveler's Notebook pieces or the kit, the digital kit that comes for that. I took all those pieces and I went ahead and cut them out. So the devotional content comes in a traveler sized I don't know, layout, if that's the correct word. So it's easy to just chop down with your paper trimmer, and I was able to do that and then just punch holes on there. And then I used a Hobby Lobby small ring here, and then I had these ribbons in my stash. This is just burlap. I cut like in half to embellish it. This is some twine from the Dollar Tree. All this is from the Dollar Tree that I use to embellish. So this is burlap from the Dollar Tree. This is ribbon from the Dollar Tree. This is burlap ribbon from the Dollar Tree. I just cut it in the middle just so I can manipulate it a bit better. And this is the jute or twine from Hobby Lobby, and as you can see, it gives me these summer beachy vibes. So basically all I did was put all these Traveler's Notebook kit pieces in here. I ended up cutting some of these in half only because when you dig through the devotional it'll make sense. So in one of the prompts it says, you know, how are you like Jules? So I put I am, and then I went ahead and listed the characteristics of Jules and how I see myself as a Jewel as well. And then I still have some space. I didn't use all of it because some of the prompts I had already done them in the back, or I just wanted to use it for something else. But as you can see, I pretty much went through the whole thing. And then this particular part, I went ahead and wrote the song Oceans. That is also one of the prompts. And then in the back, I just used one of those seahorses and embellished the back. And then this is the pattern paper that comes in the kit, both on this side and this side, that I used to use for the back. And then this one for the front, so it kind of matches together. And then this big seahorse was actually a happy accident. So when I went to Office Max to print all my stuff, I actually resized it wrong. And so when she printed it out, I thought it was a 3 to 4 inch sized seahorse, but when she went to print it out, it was this gigantic seahorse. So I do not like to throw anything. If I can use it and if I'm paying for it, I'm going to try to salvage it. So I ended up figuring out a way to use it, and I used it here as a nice piece to go with my devotional. I think it just adds a nice, I don't know, pizzazz to it. So that's how I did the devotional. Also, I'm going to go through the entries. So I'm going to go with the first entry that I did. I do have these processes on video. I have 2 of the 3 parts on YouTube, and I have 1 of the parts over at my Instagram account under my IGTV icon in my account. So you can go and watch that if you haven't. So this one was the first entry that I did for Creative Faith and Co. using the summer kit, the Seasons of Prayer Summer Kit edition. And I really had a ton of fun doing this entry. It was really, really, really fun. In the video, you'll see more of in detail of exactly what I did to have this entry completed, but this one was part 1, where it is talking about being stronger with somebody. So you find your somebody that makes you stronger and helps you persevere through those tough times. So in the video, I did mention that I did my husband as my somebody to help me get through certain things. And of course, we have God, but sometimes it helps to have an earthly person to help us get through those tough times. So that was this entry. I also had to write verses 9, 10, and 11 up here at the top because the majority of the verse that I was illustrating was on the opposite page, and I had already illustrated on it. So it wasn't too bad. So that was the first part. And now I'm going to go to part 2 of the devotional kit, which is Refiner's Fire. Basically, as in the devotional, it talks about how the refining process is a good thing, and it helps us persevere and makes us stronger at the end of it all. So I wanted to illustrate how we are ugly rocks, and when God is refining us, we are being transformed in the fire. And when we are in the hottest times in the fire here, that's when we really shine, and that's when we really become the jewels that God designed us to be. And so I just really liked how this came together. At first, when I was working through it, I wasn't sure I was going to love it, and then I ended up super, super loving it. It was such a great entry and time of meditation while doing this entry. So I have little jewels here. Now this is the entry that I have on my Instagram TV. If you head over to my account at Mommy with a Hobby and you see the IGTV little symbol underneath my profile, you can click on that and it'll take you to this video. So I really enjoyed this one. So the last part in the devotional that I documented was part 3, entitled Change. So it's called Change because in the kit it talks about how in the fire that changes you spiritually, what that does and how that makes you stronger spiritually. It doesn't alter you physically, but mentally and spiritually you are being refined and you're being transformed into what God has called you, or what lessons He wants you um, to know. And so just that process changes you. And so I documented it in a form of how the storms, in the storms. Instead of being in a fire, you can be in a storm, and that changes you. You see these big waves and these big um, raging storm in front of you, and that is very sometimes discouraging, or it just causes fear, or it just makes you feel as though you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. But God tells you, you know, that He is always with you, guiding you, even in those tough times. And at the end of it all, you will be changed, and He will keep your eyes above the waves always. So He's always one step ahead of us. So I really enjoyed working through this devotional. I think Hillary did a great job. And I'm not just saying that because I'm part of the creative team. I really did not know what to expect when I was invited to be in the creative team. I just really didn't know. I had seen her work and just never really downloaded or bought. Not just hers, but any other digital products. I really don't do it because I didn't know that I would really be able to um, print the stuff, because I have a printer, but it doesn't have ink, and it costs an arm and a leg to get ink. So I have had that printer for about a year without ink. So all this to say that I just didn't buy any digital products. I much rather had bought physical products, but time is time and money is always a thing. So I actually really enjoyed digging through this, only because it was also, one, cost effective. It really, to print out these things, it was like a couple bucks. And I think they charge, if you bring your own material, copy paper or cardstock or sticker paper to Office Max or at your nearest printing place, it only costs a couple cents to print because they only charge you the ink. So I actually like now the digital products a little bit more, now that I have dove into it and have tested them out and was able to do a little bit of editing and make some images larger and some smaller and then some in sticker paper. I just really enjoyed the process. So now, because of that, I will be using a lot more digital products in my entries. I'm all about being budget friendly when it comes to hobbies. I love painting, and I love doing Bible journaling and paper crafting and all this stuff, but it adds up so quickly. It really does. And as a stay-at-home mom, I kind of have to monitor every penny that I spend. And so I really liked the digital products because it was cost effective and they were beautiful, and I really liked the content, and I felt that I got a lot of information to dive into, and a lot of little goodies that you can transform in your own way. And I had enough for my devotional to embellish it and to make it cute and pretty, and I also had enough to do my entries. So I really enjoyed this devotional. So if you haven't picked yours up or bought yours online, you can head over to Hillary's Etsy shop. It's Creative Faith & Co. And I'll have the link to her shop in the description below if you are interested in purchasing that. Now, it is a collaboration with Messy Bible, Tanya Hamilton, and she also has her coordinating kit that you can use with this same theme over at her shop. And I'll try to link that as well below, just to give you an idea of what you can do. And also, if you wanted to mix both, you could, because that's why they collaborated. So I just really liked it, and I hope you liked this little wrap-up video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching, and if you are not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. It helps me, it encourages me rather, to keep doing these videos, because I know that you like them and that they will serve as some type of inspiration, artistically and spiritually, to dive into your Bible a little more and have fun and a connection to Scripture. So I'll see you again in the next video. Bye-bye.